Hello, everybody. We all Moonwalkers live in the Yellow Submarine. And yes, by what... Wait, hold on. Let me move the camera a little bit. Yes, by what you are seeing today, I will be talking about SpongeBob SquarePants. One of the Nickelodeon's iconic shows, especially one of my favorite shows while growing up. And yeah, since SpongeBob SquarePants has been a biggest hit from Nickelodeon, it started with season one, and then their season one got a big hit that they decided to make more seasons and seasons. So in my personal opinion about SpongeBob SquarePants, it's like I like certain seasons and shows because if you not really know, because SpongeBob SquarePants is one of my favorite iconic characters from the show, and not only that, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Patrick, Sandy, all of those awesome good characters. And SpongeBob voiced by Tom Kenny, Patrick voiced by Bill Fragerbake, and Mr. Krabs voiced by I forgot his name was, but yeah, that's his name. But the voice of Squidward is voiced by Roger Bumpass, and the voice of Plankton is voiced by Mr. Lawrence. And yeah, so forth. So, pretty much the episodes are a little different, but they kind of a little bit follow the plot where, like, Plankton's trying to steal the Krabby formula from Mr. Krabs, but Plankton always fails every time. You know how SpongeBob SquarePants go, right? But in my personal opinion, the seasons, I like certain seasons from SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, season 1 to 3 were awesome. They were, like, among my favorite seasons from SpongeBob SquarePants. And then when it came along with season 4, in my opinion, I thought it was great. I thought it wasn't better than the first and 3, but it was still good, great. But then the 5th one was like, this is okay. I mean, actually, the 4th one for me, I thought it was good. But then their 5th one, I'm just like, it's just okay. It's got some episodes that I like and some episodes I don't like. But then when season 6 came along, because like season 5, I was like, this is a good season, but you're almost there to losing the magic of what made SpongeBob SquarePants so awesome. But then when it came along with season 6 is where, like, my biggest problem with the newer seasons is the episodes has been getting way more graphic, and not only that, but their episodes, in my opinion, the episodes has been getting a lot more cliches than the old ones were. Because take this for example, the new episode and new season, I don't even know what season was it. I think it was season 9 or 10. And I'm not joking. I think they're still making new episodes of SpongeBob still. And by the way, SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And yes, I've had this DVD for when it first came out. I'm not even joking. I had this DVD since a long time ago when they, like, after the film came out, they sold DVDs. I had this for a long time. When me and my parents wanted to get this on DVD. Because me and my older brother loved this movie so much, and my sister loved it too. We all loved it. But then, if you guys and girls didn't know that SpongeBob SquarePants movie was supposed to be the final take on SpongeBob SquarePants. It was supposed to be the final, it was supposed to be the final, like, straw from SpongeBob SquarePants, where they're going on a wacky adventures to get the Neptune's crown from Shell City. And yeah, it's pretty much it. It's just like it has a really good action. It has funny moments, and it came out 2004, like in the early 2000s is where it's at right there. The 90s and the early 2000s were like way ahead of their times, of their shows and their movies. I mean, even though the production makes sense, but like, yeah, I don't know. But see, that's why I love the SpongeBob SquarePants movie so much. It's because that movie was so good. Like, it had funny moments. It had some, and not only that, it has some killer soundtracks in there too. They got the Goofy Goober Rock. The original song is from I Wanna Rock from the Twisted Sisters. And that song, I can still rock onto that song because, not only because I'm a metalhead, but it's so, like, memorable. And the credits, and I'm not gonna lie, SpongeBob SquarePants movie, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and girls, but watching this movie just makes me want to get into tears because of how much I love the movie so much. Because SpongeBob SquarePants movie was one of my favorite ones while I was growing up too. That movie was so iconic. Like, I remember seeing that film with my parents and my older brother, especially if my sister wasn't there at the time where it came out. But I remember me and my older brother and my parents, we saw this movie and we loved it. We loved it. Me, especially, even though if I was young, because I love SpongeBob, because they put it on show when I was here at the time, when the shows became popular. But I was here, my older brother. But man, I think my parents, because I forgot to tell them, but like, because I still were, I remember, like, not only in the early 2000s where I start, like, in the movie, I actually got a little tear in my eye, because I was like, SpongeBob and Patrick no more? and my parents were like, I don't know. And I was about to get into tears a little bit, but then I realized they were coming back. That part got me emotional, especially when I was young. My older brother got emotional too. I mean, SpongeBob SquarePants movie, they know how to put emotional scenes. And to be fair, I much rather watch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie rather than the crap we see today. I mean, I know it's SpongeBob SquarePants, but it's not like the old ones where they were actually SpongeBob SquarePants. Like for example, I much rather watch this movie over the Out of the Water movie because Out of the Water movie for me, I thought it was a horrible film. I thought it was bad. I mean, I thought it was okay, but it's not as good as the old one was. It wasn't as bad as the SpongeBob SquarePants movie because first of all, how can you like beat the movie with this killer soundtrack from the oldies? Because it has some heavy metal music in it too. You can't beat the heavy metal music from SpongeBob SquarePants movie, especially because me, I'm a metalhead. But Out of the Water just has some lazy pop music, which I hate, which I despise pop. I mean, see, that's why I don't listen to nowadays music because they're full of pop and it's full of I don't give a crap musics. But not because I hate pop. I like certain pop from pop artists like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, he's one of my favorite pop artists, and he's actually one of the artists that I started liking pop a little more. But then, like, nowadays music, I don't like pop at all. But yeah, but SpongeBob SquarePants movie, I've actually heard. I actually remember seeing the trailer for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The trailer looked really epic too. I remember seeing that when I was young. But yeah, cause I don't know, cause I grew up with I had some fun memories when I was a kid. When I was young, sorry. I always say when I was a kid, but yeah. But I was actually 4 years old when the film came out. I was 4 years old when that film came out. It came out a couple after. It came out a couple months after my birthday, by the way. But yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants movie is the most iconic. And by the way, not only I'm such a biggest nerdiest because I actually have these two games of SpongeBob SquarePants games on the GameCube. One is the SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month, which I've had that years. I had that like when my older brother played this game, and I have this, which recently I beat this game, and recently I actually like this game a little more than the Employee of the Month, a little more, mostly because I mean the music's a little better in my opinion. Well, not only because of the music, but the gameplay's a little better in my opinion. But I don't know. But I don't. I mean, I don't hate this one. I love this movie. I love this game too. I love both of them. They're one of my favorite games when I was growing up. But I played Employee of the Month game and I like that game. So yeah. So my honest opinion about the SpongeBob SquarePants the show, like I like certain seasons from their shows. Like season 1 through 3, I thought it was the most iconic seasons I've ever saw from SpongeBob. But then the fourth one, I thought it was great too. Even though it wasn't better, in my opinion, I thought it was not better than the first through third seasons, but it was still good. I like it. But the fifth one, I was like, this is pretty good, but you're almost pushing the limit of what made you popular, like the SpongeBob, because their newer seasons, like season 6 is where I started to. That's season 6 is one of the this season 6 when I saw that one of the like I think it was like 3 episodes of it, and I quit. Like that's why I stopped watching SpongeBob SquarePants for a little while, because their seasons, in my opinion, their newer ones have been getting a little more graphic, and not only that, but their new ones has been getting a little more cliches than their older ones were. The old ones are a little cliches, but their new ones are way cliches. Because, for example, like there's an episode called Library Card that I saw recently on TV. I can't believe, like, because I was gonna think in the future when I have enough money, I am 100% going to like, I am when I have like when I have the time, I'm going to buy like certain seasons from SpongeBob, season 1 through 5. Season 6, I thought is one of the seasons I stopped watching it. That's why I stopped watching SpongeBob SquarePants, because their new ones has been getting not better than because they've been pushing to the limits of when they're not realizing how popular they're doing so far. And even though kids out there are still gonna watch SpongeBob SquarePants, their new ones, I don't watch their new seasons or episodes at all. That's why I stopped watching SpongeBob on TV, because they're basically showing so many new episodes and seasons that I don't care much for. Although I did care much for their season 1 through 3, and in the movie I cared much about it because of how much I loved it. Especially that made me become a SpongeBob SquarePants fan when I was young. But yeah. Yeah, because take this for example. the reason why I thought their new ones are way more cliches, and not only that, but they're copying like some of their older ones. Like take this for example, SpongeBob SquarePants, the library card, which was a new episode, or not really a new episode, but it was an episode which is recently like a new season. I'm guessing it was season 9 or something like that. But the episode is basically talks about like it's basically about Patrick, watching his TV, which is pretty much what he does. But like SpongeBob decided to teach Patrick about, he teaches him to read books to get him smarter, and then suddenly he became smarter. Like this is like almost the exact same episode we got from the other episode, Patrick Smart Pants. That's the episode where like that was the episode where Patrick was getting smarter too. Like after he found a head from the ground and then he got smarter. But see, that's the thing. Their new ones are just copying what made them popular. They're basically becoming the same thing as their older ones are. Because Patrick Smart Pants, I thought it was great. Yeah, because like, and to tell you the truth, Patrick Smart Pants was from season 4. Even though if I said earlier that's Patrick Smart Pants, I thought season 4 was good, but it wasn't as better as the first to fourth. But I thought it was great. Like even though if it wasn't better, but I liked it still. I liked their episodes. I liked it. But the season 1 through 3 is where I loved it. The fourth one I liked it, but then fifth one I thought it was good, but not. I don't like it. I don't hate it by any means. I would say I somewhat like I kind of like it, but not really. But yeah, like basically they're copying their older episodes. Like Patrick's getting smart again. Like what's the point of putting that in their new episodes if we already seen that when we were growing up? But not only that, there was another episode of their new ones which I saw recently again. And they're basically not only copying their older shows, but they're copying other shows too. Like there was an episode called Plankton's what was it? Plankton's Paranoia. There it is. But Plankton's Paranoia, the episode is pretty much about Mr. Krabs. Like, I guess the episode is basically like celebrating Mr. Krabs' birthday, something like that. I don't know. I don't even keep track of their new stuff at all. But like the episode Plankton's Paranoia is where like and believe me or not, it's not like trying to copy a one course meal episode, which I don't like that episode because I didn't like that episode, one course meal. It's so dumb too at the same time. Like I said, it's their new ones. Their new ones are pretty dumb and pretty bad at the same time. And one course meal is like the season that was from season 7, which I forgot because after season 6 is where I stopped watching SpongeBob SquarePants for a while. Not because I hate SpongeBob SquarePants. I decided to stop watching SpongeBob SquarePants for a while because of how much messed up because of how they're downhill they're beginning in their new ones. But yeah, like Plague's Paranoia, and it's not a sequel to One Course Meal, but the episode is basically Mr. Krabs banning all the fishes, like the customers from Mr. Krabs. Didn't they made a reference to Chowder banned from the stand where like Gazpacho, and yes, I actually watched Chowder. I haven't seen Chowder in a long time. I remember watching the show. I love that show. Even though I haven't seen it in a while, but I love that show. Even though it's annoying, but like that's how kids shows are. But I love Chowder. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good show. It had some funny moments and got a good characters too. I liked it. I haven't seen it in a while, so it could take me a while to catch up of remembering the Chowder shows. But like the reason why Plankton's Paranoia is like somewhat like a reference to like Chowder, like where it banned from the stand is where like Gazpacho bans all the customers from his stand, which is pretty dumb but funny at the same time. I mean, because it's Gazpacho, he's a hilarious character. I love him. But see, when they do that at Mr. Krabs, like Plankton's Paranoia, it's not that funny. It's just like a reference. Like they're just basically making a reference. Like I think it's just me, but it's just like I feel like their new ones are just basically have worse writers in my opinion. Their writers are just getting a little worse than their, because I feel like they're basically running out of ideas of their new episodes and newer seasons, and they should just get to the point of ending the show. Because like there's nothing at all Nickelodeon's been doing great over the years. They're not even doing well today. Because Nickelodeon is at the point where like they're losing focus of what made their shows popular. Because like in the 90s is where it had Rugrats, Hey Arnold, it had Real Monsters, like Kenan and Kel and all that. They had so many good shows from the 90s. In the early 2000s they had some good shows too. In the late 2000s is one of the shows from Nickelodeon you either loved or hated it. But then when it came to the 2010 generations is where everything went downhill with not only Nickelodeon but Cartoon Network. Cause like yeah, I watch certain show. I mean, I watched shows from Cartoon Network back in the old days, in the '90s, early 2000s, late 2000s. I thought it was okay, but like I said, the 2010s generation is not a good generation for the kids network today. You know, it's still they're not reviving because that's the problem we also have is like because like SpongeBob SquarePants Out of the Water, I feel like that movie they should have just done better. Like the movie should have done better. Like for example, the live action sequences is what I got way disappointed on. Cause like for example, the way they CG like them out of the water, I know they're trying to be realistic stuff like that. But then when the way they made Sandy look, they made her look like a rip off Garfield right there from a Garfield the movie, and not the cartoon. The cartoon is really good. The Garfield the movie cartoon, or Garfield cartoon, I love that cartoon, and of course the comic strip. I loved everything from the old days Garfield. Even though the Garfield animated like films, I don't like the animated Garfield films at all. I don't like their animated films, but I love their shows a lot more than their animated films because they don't really do it correct. Like they don't know what made the Garfield important and awesome. Because that's why we're still gonna watch SpongeBob SquarePants and Garfield because they're timeless. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I believe I found out that SpongeBob SquarePants the game, the movie. I've actually thought because I actually found out that this game actually came out. I think it came out before the movie came out, which was actually shocking because I thought because nowadays you basically will know a lot of people will know that most movies that came out and then they make games about they make games after the movie stuff like that. But some they do that sometimes stuff like that. But yeah, that's because I actually heard rumors that they were gonna make another SpongeBob film. Which even though if they're gonna make a new SpongeBob film, I'm not gonna watch it because, like I said, I lost interest in SpongeBob's newer stuff because their stuff are getting a little more cliched and they're pretty much losing my like they're kind of making me pushing the part where I stopped watching SpongeBob for a while because pretty much. And sad thing is this is oh yeah by the way not only this is a video I forgot to tell you at the beginning this is a video that's a dedication to Steven Hillenburg, who created SpongeBob SquarePants. Sadly, he passed away at the young age of 57, I believe. I could be wrong, but Steven Hillenburg, I miss that guy. And I think I already did a video attributing to I did a tribute of Steven Hillenburg where I played SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month on the PC. I played that game just a dedication to him. But yeah, Steven Hillenburg, I think he passed away at the young age of 58, I believe. I could be wrong. But because like a prequel series is difficult. So because if you didn't know, Steven Hillenburg passed away in November 26, 2018. So no, he passed away at the age of 57. I was close. It's still a young age. It's not that old. But yeah, that's what's messed up big time. Because like I've heard they're making new movies that I don't even know. Because I'm recording this video and. Because I'm doing more research of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It's called It's a Wonderful Sponge. Kind of weird. But, yeah, I'm kind of curious about this film. SpongeBob SquarePants It's a Wonderful Sponge. I'm not going to watch the film because, like I said, what if it gets a little worse than Out of the Water? Where, like, they're not only because they make some lazy music, and not only that, but, like, they're, like, because, like, think about it. Because, like, we love the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, especially because the movie came out the right timing, where their seasons were getting so good too. They were because like SpongeBob SquarePants, like the movie, they made a movie like immediately. I think it was after the success of the season 3, I think, something like that. But at least they came out the right timing, right after like it came out at the season where the seasons were doing really good too. But yeah, I'm not very like very happy to see about the new SpongeBob because like I said, especially you gotta think about it too. SpongeBob SquarePants like the show, a lot of people are not really interested in that show anymore. Because think about it, because like back in the early 2000s, they were like had so many good shows and movies too. Like and then nowadays they don't have like that much like they don't have a lot of stuff like not a lot of good SpongeBob stuff anymore. But so I heard that SpongeBob, It's a Wonderful Sponge. I heard this is gonna be a dedication to Steven Hillenburg. But if they're making that movie, and if it's just a dedication to Steven Hillenburg, I'm gonna be way critical. I want to see like a good dedication to him. I want to see some good dedication, and I don't want to see some like no sorry dedication like the way NFL Super Bowl halftime did it. Because That's why I stopped watching NFL. That's why I wanted to get rid of the team. Because if you didn't know, I used to be somewhat of an NFL fan because I always go for like certain teams where I'm from, the states. But yeah, I used to be a fake fan of. I wasn't a big fan, but I was a little fan of NFL West. But then when they disrespect the SpongeBob halftime show, I decided to stop watching NFL because of how much they ruin it too. And this is from a SpongeBob show that we grew up and loved. But yeah, I was like, okay. Enough of the rant. I'm not trying to make a rant, but it's just I'm trying to get it out of my chest how I really thought about SpongeBob Squarepants. I mean, for the modern era too. So their old ones are really classic. They're timeless. Kids, if you've never seen none of the old episodes, not all of them, check it out. It's worth watching rather than all the crap we see today. And yeah. And one good thing I have to say, one good thing about the SpongeBob It's a Wonderful Sponge, one good thing I had to say, it's got the same director from the first one, SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Because you didn't know, Out of the Water didn't have the same director. It had Mike Mitchell, I think. But yeah, but that was another problem with the film. It had horrible direction too. It had bad direction too. Yeah, but yeah, that's another problem why I hate. That's why I don't like the Out of the Water. It had bad direction. Yeah, but at least it had Tim Hill, who directed the first movie, and I'm not excited for the least. I'm not excited because like I said, I'm getting older, and I've been like stopped watching SpongeBob. They're new. I've never watched their new ones at all. I mostly prefer the old seasons, season 1 through 5. That's all I prefer with. And immediately after that is where I start losing touch of SpongeBob. But anyway, a fun fact, Hans Zimmer, the guy who's doing the music for this film, SpongeBob the Water, or not SpongeBob the Water, It's a Wonderful Sponge. He's going to be doing this film. I'm not even joking. Hans Zimmer is going to do the music for this film. I'm not even joking. I am being serious. Hans Zimmer, the guy who did the music for Lion King film. And don't get me started on that remake. I mean, I tried giving it a chance. I watched it for 10 minutes and I quit. I didn't watch it all the way through because of how bad the direction was and how emotionless was. Like I don't want to watch the whole film at all. I don't want to force myself to ruin my childhood when I grew up with. There's a lot of remakes these days. And not a good way. But anyway, yeah, Guts, like whatever SpongeBob It's a Wonderful Sponge comes out, because like I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Because what if it's gonna do worse than Out of the Water does? Because think about it, their movies and their new shows, like their new seasons, are not doing well these days. And I feel like if they make a movie now, coming out next year, I found out it's coming out May 2020. I feel like it could be a lot. It may get worse than the. Because I mean, think about it. They didn't revive yet. I would love to see them revive one day. But you know what's actually funny? What's actually funny is that I actually remember seeing SpongeBob Pre-Hibernation Week, and it had a really good guest star or like a famous cameo. I mean, not cameo, but like famous musicians from that episode Pre-Hibernation Week, which it had Pantera, and whoever does not know Pantera, they are 100% living on the rock. But like, cause metalheads like me know Pantera, especially because not only I know them from SpongeBob SquarePants, but I know their songs. But I'm not a big fan of Pantera, but I love their songs too. I love their songs from the show too. You know, from SpongeBob when they put their like one song from the show, I was like headbanging how much I love that song. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah. That's probably why I love SpongeBob SquarePants in the old days, because they had heavy metal musics. But yeah. So yeah, my final thoughts about SpongeBob SquarePants, and sorry for long videos, because I've been doing long videos, but that's just basically a conversation about what I really feel about SpongeBob SquarePants. I feel like when it comes to their newer like movies or seasons, they're not going to do as well as the old ones did. Never will. You can't top, like I said, you can't top SpongeBob SquarePants movie, because we grew up with these films. And not only that, we love these films. We grew up with how much we love these films. But yeah, like, how are you gonna top SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie that we grew up with? How are we gonna top that? Especially how much I don't know, because I just love the movie so much. Because maybe I'm just probably the nerd, but I don't care. But I love SpongeBob SquarePants. But yeah, because like I not only I do I talk about Michael Jackson or the Beatles or other musicians, but I basically talk about certain shows I grew up with, and what is my actual thoughts about SpongeBob, and what about their future ones, and what's gonna happen in the future of the show. I feel like their future they're not gonna do as well. Their show are probably gonna be canceled no matter what. The SpongeBob SquarePants. I feel like in the future, if the main actors, which I hopefully they don't pass away, if the main actors pass away soon, I hope they don't. Then because like I feel like because even though if they pass away, they're not gonna make the show better. No, that's just dumb. But like I feel like when it comes to SpongeBob SquarePants, their shows, they're not gonna do as well as the old ones were. Never will. 'Cause, like think about how are we gonna top the old seasons that we grew up and loved, and not only that, how are we gonna top the SpongeBob SquarePants movie that we grew up with? Had awesome music, had so many funny moments, and had great characters, great actors and actresses in it too. How are you gonna top that, huh? Tell me. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought you said. But yeah, this is not a rant video. Just like I said, it's not a rant video. That's my actual thoughts about this SpongeBob SquarePants. But I don't hate SpongeBob SquarePants, and I love SpongeBob SquarePants to this very day. He's timeless. The SpongeBob SquarePants is timeless, and we grew up with the SpongeBob SquarePants because his first show came out because the first season came out in 1999 actually. But I actually heard that Tom Kenny said that they made a pilot episode, which I believe it was released in 1997, I believe, which was wow, a long time ago. Time flies fast. And SpongeBob SquarePants is 20-year anniversary, which I should definitely play games to dedication to SpongeBob SquarePants because I'm pretty much a nerdy. I'm a nerd of how much I love SpongeBob SquarePants. But like this year is actually gonna be 20-year anniversary of the show. Like when did this first came out? May 1st. Oh wait, May 1st, 1999. Okay, I passed it, but I don't care. I can just pretty much almost at the end of the year, I'm just gonna start making more videos of my gaming play because I already did my gameplay of SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month game. Not only for like on the PC, but not only for a dedication to Steven Hillenburg, but it's also a dedication because of how old this show is, because it's 20-year anniversary too. So I don't know when I'm gonna get this is all I thought about the show, but I'm actually gonna like keep my honest thoughts. Like I'm gonna I was thinking of making like an episode. I was thinking of making like a GameCube run of the GameCube games of SpongeBob, But I was also gonna do a PC gaming, which I may like keep subscribing to my channel, and you will go straight to the video. But that's all what I say about SpongeBob SquarePants, the show, my honest thoughts about this. And if you guys and girls enjoyed the video, this video is dedication to you, Steven Hillenburg. Thank you for creating SpongeBob SquarePants show, and I love you, man. I hope you are seeing. If you are seeing this, Steven Hillenburg, then I love you, Steven. I hope you're seeing this and you're seeing the SpongeBob SquarePants fans watching your shows to this very day. And to be fair, like to tell you the truth, their new seasons, they're not like horrible. I mean, I'm not okay with this. I mean, I'm not saying like their new seasons are terrible or god awful stuff like that, but like their new seasons are just not. I'm not okay with it. I feel like it's at the point where like it's losing magic of what made SpongeBob really great back in the old days too. But yeah, just keep subscribing to the video, and I'm gonna make like somewhere later on, I'm gonna make like a gaming video, like where I play SpongeBob SquarePants games. I may play the GameCube game probably, or the PC. Let's see. Just subscribe to my channel, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed my SpongeBob SquarePants video, that not my actual thoughts, but my thoughts about the show, about the future, of what's gonna happen with the show, which I don't even know what's gonna happen because only time will tell. But I hope their new ones don't do so much. I mean, like I said, their new ones they're not gonna top the old seasons or even their old movies, like SpongeBob SquarePants movie. They're not gonna top it. But like I said, it's your let me know what's your actual or honest thoughts about SpongeBob SquarePants show. What seasons did you like? Because like me, I like season 1 through 5, but then season 6 is where I start dropping. Like I stopped watching the show because of how much because of how much their new ones have been getting gorier, and not only that, but their writers has become like their writer of the show has been getting a lot more dumber than their older ones were. I mean, I know that's what SpongeBob SquarePants they are gonna have dumb moments because it's a kid show, but it's just like not only that, but it's just like, man, what is happening with SpongeBob? They had some good seasons, they got some good episodes. What happened? But yeah, let me know your honest thoughts about the show SpongeBob SquarePants in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. My social media are in the description, so you guys can follow me there, so you don't have to wait on when I'm gonna upload the video. But tap the bell for notifications so you could go directly to that video. Or should I, you know what? For outro, I'm gonna be like, so tap the bell for notification, and you will go, so you can go directly to that video. But yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Change the world. Peace and love. And also, rock on!